You have to educate the public about what the HST is, so that people understand, as you know, why the government wanted to do it in the first place as a piece of economic policy, because they haven't done that very well. And I think we need to say, part of that is to say to the public, you know what? Government actually needs taxes in order to pay for healthcare and education. And I don't know if the government has really been making that argument either. When we say, you know, we don't want any new taxes, and if you want to take every tax to referendum, every one of them is going to fail eventually, right? And I've been having this argument a little bit with George Abbott recently, because, you know, he's toying with the idea of taking the carbon tax to referendum. And I say, you know, look, I don't think we should take every tax to referendum. We have something called elections to deal with that. And California sure has learned how broke you can get fast if you have to ask in a referendum process every time you want to raise taxes. So I don't think we want to go down that route, but if you actually compare the way they brought in the carbon tax with the way they brought in the HST, they're opposite. The carbon tax was brought up as an idea by the government explained it to people, talked about it, talked about it during an election campaign. One party took one side, one party took the other, and then there was the result of the election at the end of it, and one party won. Whether or not you agreed with it, we had a debate about it. But the HST, they have the election first, and then they hatch the plan to bring it out. They don't tell anybody about it, and it's a done deal before they've even had a dialogue with the province. I mean, it's an instructive difference between the two of them. And we're having the referendum on the HST because 700,000 people felt so disrespected, and that's legitimate. But I don't believe that we should be having referenda on every single tax out there, because I just don't think the province can function that way. I'm sorry, I got a little bit off your topic there, Don.